Hey, what's up guys, Shuckleking here, bringing you quarterfinals for APA. This week we're facing off against MarioBee. I'm just super excited for this game. It's gonna be late at night and I'm doing this right before we play our game, so I gotta be a little bit quieter, but I'm still pretty pumped about this. We faced Mario a couple weeks ago and won by Reboot missing a high jump kick, so hopefully that can happen again this week. Now hopefully we get a little bit of a cleaner game, but hopefully cleaner in my favor, or not as clean, but in my favor. I'll take that too, but I prefer it to be clean. But anyway, consider giving a subscription to my channel. If you like the content I've been putting out this season, definitely appreciate it. I'm going to go slightly more in depth with this team builder just because it is playoffs and such. So yeah, Mario's team, Indeedee, #1 threat. Just super strong. Psyshock to hit the Blissey and Gallade. Mystical Fire for the Clef Key. We got Hyper Voice for the Sharpedo. So yeah, Psyshock, Expanding Force, Hyper Voice, Mystical Fire, and then Trick. So probably like 5 out of those 4 moves are probably, or 4 out of those 5 moves are going to be ran in this game. It could be like not a Scarf or Specs mon, but I would expect it to be one of the two. If it's Specs, then it's going to be slower. So like Sharpedo after Protect will add speed, Tauros would add speed. That would be it, unless I had Scarfers. Tornadoes would add speed, so that'd be great. And if we're Scarfed, it's not going to hit as hard, so hopefully I can like tank a hit and then deal more damage back in return, because Indeedee's not the most bulky mon. Galar Moltres. I had a really tough time prepping for this mon, because Blissey does not beat it if it's Fresh Sleep Talk like he brought last time, so I definitely do have to watch out for that Pokemon, but I feel like I have a little bit better ways to deal with it this time. Magnezone, just super strong, and has Body Press, so if it's like physically defensive, it might 2KO to Blissey, depending on how he's going to play with Analytic and such. Could be very annoying to take on. And it could also just be Specs. Outside of like Runerigus, I'm not immune to an electric move, Palpitoad too, but Palpitoad's probably not coming to this game. I don't think it really does a whole lot. Kind of handles a Reboot in the Magnezone, and that's about it. And it only handles Reboot somewhat well. And it could also be a Magnapult to trap Klefki if I wanted to bring it. Klefki is kind of tough in this game, because one, Psychic Train is up with Indeedee, so I can't go for some prankster moves, and then there's the Magnezone that could trap me. So Klefki is pretty hard to bring this game. That's why I didn't bring it game 1. Decidueye, I think those first 3 are 100% coming. The rest of these I think are pretty decent brings. Next like 5 or 6. Decidueye, I think it's really nice offensively. He didn't bring it last game. Kind of surprised about, and I guess Torn does really well against it, but and I guess Sharpedo adds speeds and crunches, but probably doesn't kill, especially if it's Culver Berry, and I think Culver Berry is pretty decent in this game. Also would take like a knockoff from like a speedy Gallade that would add speed. I guess it could be Koba Berry for the Rotom plus the Torn. Really depends on how Mario wants to play it, but I think one of those 2 berries, Decidueye could be pretty nice, physical based to deal pretty decent damage to Blissey, especially because I can't counter it because it's a ghost type. Tentacruel could set up Toxic Spikes, just especially bulky, so that's not bad there. Marsh Stomp is fine. It sets up rocks, which is really annoying, but other than that, it's manageable. Reboot, I have Reboot like in the 7 slot. I think it's decent to come, but I think he's going to expect them to prep more for it. And I have Mons that could handle it, so he might not bring it, but I think it did really well in the first game. So I wouldn't be surprised if you bring the same Choice Scarf set to this game. Rabombi, setting up webs is okay, but I think I can manage outside of webs anyway. Hitmonlee into terrain would be nice, but I have ways to counter it, like Klefki, if it's not in terrain, I can Thunder Wave it, unless it's Limber. Runerigus gives it Wandering Spirit, so then a faster mount could just Revenge kill the Hitmonlee so it loses its Unburden. It would keep the special defense boost, but I should kill with a Tornado's Hurricane or a Tauros hit. Hakamo'o and Shedinja aren't going to really come. Didn't really consider them as brings necessarily. So first Pokemon I have is Tornadus. Wide Lens is a weird item. Not really an item I don't think I've ever used in any league battle I've had. I really didn't need the boost necessarily, outside of like maybe Monster, like Life Orb would have been okay to maybe 2KO a Moltres if it's bulky. But outside of this, like Hurricane, Dark Pulse, Focus Blast just hits his team very hard. I like the coverage there. Sub could have been an option over Tailwind on the last slot, but I feel like I'd prefer to have an option to deal more damage with other Pokemon in team if I really had to. It's like a last second ditch effort there. Dark plus Focus Blast should do decent damage in the Magnezone. Focus Blast would definitely to a KO. And Dark Pulse is there also for like 100% accuracy hit. And does obviously decent damage to the Indeedee. Next is Slowboard Galar. So yeah, it's a mixed defensive set. Sludge Bomb, Psyshock, Earthquake, Slack Off. Sludge Bomb just hits the team pretty hard. Doesn't hit the Magnezone, but obviously I would do very decent damage with Earthquake. It could be physical defensive Magnezone if it's Body Press, so I wouldn't kill with Earthquake, but I would be doing a lot of damage. And if he'd like Body Press, it's going to take Rocky Helmet damage, and if it's Thunderbolt, then it's not going to be doing a lot of damage, especially because of Analytic Boost is not going to happen because I am also a minus speed nature Slowbro. Psyshock does decent damage to Hitmonlee. If it's not Bulk Up, I kill at +0 defense, and I'll take a +1 Earthquake or a +1 knockoff after rocks. If it does set up a Bulk Up, then I don't kill. I would kill if it goes for a knockoff on me. If it's Earthquake and then I go for Psyshock, I probably don't kill, but I bring it super close to where I might be able to figure out a way to deal some damage later to it. Next Pokemon, anything else about this set? I think that was it. +1 defense, or the defense allows me to live a +1 Hitmonlee hit. The Spadef allows me to live a Specs Thunderbolt from Magnezone. I think that's what it was. Allows, Modest Specs Magnezone hit. Next is Blissey. Very straightforward. Counter, Soft Boil, Toxic Seismic Toss. Maybe I can catch the Reboot. That'd be great. I can also catch a Magnezone going for Body Presses. If it goes for Iron Defenses, that's a little problematic. I'd basically have to hit a Focus Blast with Torn. But if I get a Seismic Toss off, then it should be in range of a Focus Blast from Torn. Otherwise, I'd have to probably sack a couple mons to deal enough damage on the physical side, because a lot of my team is physical based outside of the Tornadus. But Toxic, Soft Boil, Counter, again for like Hitmonlee if I really wanted to, in the Reboot. Seismic Toss for just overall damage. Toxic to hit like the Indeedee, I'd beat that 1v1. If it's Moltres' Rest, I won't be able to beat a 1v1. It's just something I have to watch out for. Tauros, really fast mon. Same set I brought us last time with Close Combat over Facade. In case like Magnezone's like Air Balloon, or if I think it's Shucka, it's a pretty niche situation, but Facade was also a pretty niche situation to begin with anyway, so it really doesn't make a difference. And I'll outspeed the Indeedee by 1 point, which is great. And if I get like a Tailwind boost, then I will be outspeeding the Hitmonlee if it gets the Unburden boost, unless it has Mach Punch, which I feel like he should bring Mach Punch this time, but he probably wants Earthquake, Close Combat, Mach Punch, maybe Knockoff, maybe Stone Edge to hit the Rotom. He has a couple options there. Maybe Bulk Up. I don't think he'd run Poison Jab, but he probably has 4 Slot Syndrome. Overall it's pretty hard. Earthquake hits the Magnezone. Throw Chop hits the Decidueye. Klefki. I did bring Klefki this game. Wrestly Talk, Play Rough, Thunderwave. This will beat the Moltres. Pretty confident about it, even if it's max defense. I believe Play Rough has an 80% chance of 3 KO, max Moltres, so I should be able to beat it unless I get a lot of misses with Play Rough, but if I get a crit, then I'm also in a decent position. Thunderwave will hit stuff that's not in the train, so I could Thunderwave like the Moltres I really had to, then go for Play Roughs before it goes for rests. If I do have a rest, then if I have Sleep Talk while train is up, and if I hit a Play Rough or a Thunderwave, it's not going to be effective. So something I do have to note. The Spadef allows me to live 2 Specs, Indeedee, Timid, Expanding Forces, not Modest. Modest it's a roll, and Mystical Fire 2 it KOs me, but Mystical Fire, I just switch into Blissey, and then I'm fine. That shouldn't be that much of an issue. Shed Shell to evade a Magnezone, which could be pretty problematic otherwise. But yeah, this can just sit around. At worst, I can get a Thunderwave off of something, especially if the Indeedee's dead. And then Gallade. Gallade's kind of a cool set. A lot of bulk, a decent amount of speed, and some attack. So I do a lot of damage anyway with a base 125 attack against this team because it's pretty frail on the physical side, so I didn't need a lot of investment on that. I outspeed Magnezone if it's like timid. If it's Scarf, then I don't outspeed, but if it's like max speed, I will outspeed it, which is great. I live 2 expanding forces from Indeedee, and I also live a Specs Psyshock with the defensive investment that I have. These are both with no rocks, so just considerations there. But I wanted the speed outspeed the Magnezone, so this was like the compromise I had to come with. Close combat hits the team pretty hard. Knockoff hits the Decidueye. Psycho Cut for the Tentacruel. I could crit it, and I can't miss with Zen Headbutt, so that's why I'm fine with going with Psycho Cut. And then Poison Jab to hit the Ribombee over Leaf Blade to hit the Oko to Marshtomp. There's another thing. I have Steadfast on this, so Steadfast, if I get flinched by like a Hitmonlee Fake Out, which seems unlikely, but maybe like an Air Slash from a Moltres, then I would get a +1 speed boost and then outspeed the Moltres in the future. So hopefully it doesn't come in the clutch and I just kill it in the first place, but it might be cool if that happened. And the other ability, Justified, it could have happened, but I think the speed boost is a little bit better, though it's probably a little bit more situational. But yeah, let's get right into the game. Okay, here we are for the game. So he brought the same 6. Okay, so Slowbro, generally not as useful outside of checking the Reboot plus Hitmonlee, which is pretty good. Actually, yeah, Slowbro is pretty decent in this. Klefki's okay, it's just for the Moltres. What could he leave? Marshtomp to get rocks up? If he does that, then I lead with my... I think I just lead with Tornadus and just get a big hit off to Marshtomp, level 50, Eviolite, max HP. I might to a KO, Gallade, Knockoff, kinda maybe would to a KO. He also might lead Hitmonlee if he's Rapid Spin and it's afraid of Klefki Spikes. Okay, yeah, Reboot. I have decent answer in Slowbro. If it's banded, that'd be the death of me. But if it's banded, then it's getting a lot of recoil from Flare Blitz on my Blissey. So yeah, hopefully Torn can do pretty decent work early on. Magnezone I can't really stay in on, unfortunately. And unfortunately, I don't have U-turn on this, but I feel like the utility of Tailwind's going to be a lot more beneficial than going for U-turn. And it could be like Scarf Magnezone anyway. It seems unlikely because I have 2 ground types. I think the EV or Choppleberry seems pretty likely. Benito Reboot. Okay. Level 50... Not going to stay in on this and going into my Slowbro. We'll see if he's U-turn. If he's U-turn, he's doing 20 to 23% to me. If he's Scarf. So let's see this damage that he's doing U-turn. Okay. 202 down to 157, 45 damage. Could be Adamant. Okay, yeah. Adamant or Jolly. Reboot. No reason that he wouldn't be Scarf there. I don't think he would risk that otherwise, so it seems like a pretty safe general pivot is Slowbro going into Reboot. You could double switch, but what do you do at that point? When DD comes out, the threat. Well, I go into Blissey. And if he tricks, so be it. In DD, Specs, Psyshock maybe. Would be doing quite a bit of damage. Spec Psyshock, I don't really have a great answer to. Klefki could take it. Let's see. Expanding Force, okay. 362 down to 200 to 150 damage. That is choice specs. Could it be modest specs? It could be modest specs. So timid or modest indeedy. I stay in and soft boil on this. Hitmonlee could come out. Okay. I mean, I'm definitely okay with this. 212 to 74 is 138 damage. 138 damage is not modest, so timid specs. Not comfortable taking. I could go for Toxic here, but now I'm going to go for Soft Boil because I could die to 2 Expanding Forces, so there's no reason for me to risk that. I will always have this ready in DD. More Stomp comes out. So now, do I Seismic Toss or do I Toxic this? I just Toxic this. The guaranteed damage wouldn't be bad. I land a Toxic, great. It's not faster than me. So slow, Marsh Stomp. Not that I would have really expected much else. Okay, Rocks comes up. If it's max HP, I'm doing 28% damage, which definitely seems likely. No Psychic Terrain, okay. So he's not the extender item, which I know because he was specs in DD. Okay. It seems pretty similar to last time. Okay, so 28%. So doing like 90 damage with Earthquake. Yeah, just no attack. I'll just soft boil. No reason for me really not to. Just stay at 100% health. It could leave me into a KO range of specs and DD, so definitely do have to watch out for that. And Psyshock's also problematic. But maybe I can aim for... This was actually a pretty low roll, but it would die in like 2 Toxic hits plus a Seismic Toss. Yeah, I don't think there's really any mon I want to switch in anyways. Hitmonlee could come out. Toxic. Okay, I'm definitely okay with this. Yeah, I'm still out of range. Though, I was gonna say, rocks are definitely annoying. But out of range of boosted Scald, so hopefully goes for Earthquake here. Could go for like an Ice Punch or Scald. Shouldn't do a ton to me, though rocks are up, so it is going to be annoying. Earthquake, okay, fine. I could go for Dark Pulse here or Tailwind. I think I just go for the kill. And not get any additional chip damage. Let's see what he goes into. Okay, I'm surprised he saved this. Magnezone, okay. This is great information to find out here. 25%. I like that damage. Max HP. So it might be no HP at Solvest. Focus Blast has a chance to kill, but I think my safe play is to go into the Blissey. Now that I know it's Spexed, that's definitely good information to know. My Taurus 100% outspeeds the Indeedee. Volt Switch, definitely annoying. 295 to 249. 295, 241 is 54 damage. Volt Switch to Blissey. And he gets the analytic boost. Uh, 54 damage, so not max special attack. Or he is max special attack and not a... It could be max special attack. No. No analytic. Blissey to a Hitmonlee. Close combat does up to 222 damage. Knockoff could come out here too. I think I'm fine going for a counter. Knockoff, okay. 241. I should be killing here. Okay, great. Hitmonlee is down. I am definitely okay with that exchange. I might be healthy enough to take on Magnezone later on, so yeah, definitely cool with this. Reboot, definitely a little bit annoying, but Indeedee I have no switch-ins for. I do have I do have Klefki, which goes for play roughs, I guess. Do I sack anything off here? I don't think so. Yeah, I'll go for Soft Boil. You could go for Trick here, but I'm fine with that. Psyshock, okay. Tornadoes to Indeedee. I'm not gonna kill. I mean, Psyshock's gonna 100% kill me. I guess go to Klefki here. Blissey's down. Do I go anything on the double here? Yeah, this is a tough play. I think I do go for a double and go into my Gallade. Gallade is at least a little bit expendable. And I don't think you want this accurate Indeedee here. The downside of this would be oh, did you stay in? I guess you did stay in. Because I switched out second. Okay. I probably died at this. I live. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, gosh. Ooh, but you switched out, so this is not the worst. Okay, Marstock comes out. Okay, maybe thinking I was scarfed or something. I mean, that's not the greatest exchange, but it's something I'll take, I guess. So Marshtomp is dead. Definitely go into McCree here and get some Rocky helmet damage on this reboot. Yeah, definitely could have done decent damage there to the Indeedee. Definitely unfortunate. I sack off the Gallade here if the Indeedee comes in. yeah, definitely. I like that exchange there. Well, I like the getting the damage on the reboot, but this Indeedee is gonna be a pain. Tauros. I mean, I go Klefki here, and I guess I go for a Playrush. Because I need to get. Oh, I just kill with Tauros. And I know it's Specs. He really doesn't have an answer to my Tauros. Yeah, Throw Chop 100% kills. Body Slam could kill if he has a little bit of bulk. But if it's max, then I just kill. Expanding Force. Doesn't even have the boost anymore. That's also pretty cool. Yeah, let's go into Tauros. Because he doesn't have the Expanding Force boost, he's not going to do nearly as much to me. So I'm pretty confident to go for Body Slams here. Magnezone, level 50, max defense. Yeah, Body Slam into Earthquake always kills. And I'd rather get some chip on the Moltres. So is he going to switch that into? Hopefully to Moltres. That'd be great. Magnezone. Okay. Let's see how much damage I'm doing. Okay. 25%. So, like, max Earthquake. There's no way Earthquake doesn't kill. Close combat kills. He could be Choppel. Shaka would kill no matter what. Moltres comes in, but I don't care if Moltres comes in. I'm predicting this. Okay, cool. Magnezone is dead. I like the situation that I'm in right now. Gallade is dead. Yeah, because I have answers for Moltres being the Klefki. So, yeah, I'm pretty confident in my position here. That's pretty cool. Go into Klefki and see how much this Moltres is doing to me. Agility, okay. Thunder Wave. Wait, what? Oh, because of Prankster. I'm dumb. Okay, well, Playrough should still to a KO. Yeah, that was dumb. So he's at +2 special attack. Shouldn't be able to a KO. Depending on the bulk of this Moltres. Hurricane. That's doing decent damage. 144. Ooh, weakness policy. Okay. I mean, I go for another play rough here. So he's at +4 special attack. This is like max HP. Okay, yeah, that's gonna kill. Is that +4? I bring in the Tornadus here. Go for a Tailwind, and hopefully he doesn't go for an Agility here. If he goes for an Agility, I lose. But he shouldn't, because he should just go for the kill. Okay, great. And I think I win this game. Made it close, for sure. Actually, there is a chance that this Moltres might live. It looks like Body Slam does 49 to 58%, depending if he's like max HP, that would do that much. Plus if there's any additional bulk there. Yep, let's go for Body Slam. Yeah, there's some bulk on the Moltres. Yeah, man, I just forgot about a Prankster. It is kind of dumb about the that the Moltres looks like a regular Moltres. Yeah, no, I 100% went for I don't even know why I thought I could have gone for... Because in my prep, I was thinking about going for Thunderwave on the Moltres with Prankster. Yeah, that was just a complete hindsight on my end. Maybe he switches out? Okay. Just do I kill? I think let's kill. Okay, I win. That was so sloppy, Joe. Yeah, that was bad. I'm sorry about that. That was really bad prep. Actually, you could blame Leo. Leo didn't point that out whatsoever. Let's see. So, Moltres is dead. Torn is dead. I go for Indeedee does 102%. How much does Throw Chop to the reboot? Level 50. Throw Chop basically kills. If he wants to make that double. Okay, and he doesn't decide to. So that'll kill. And I should win this. I will win this game. But man, that was so sloppy. And Reboot is out. And I go for Earthquake. Sure. Yeah, second agility would have done it, but how was he supposed to know that I was going to go for Tailwind there? There was no way he could have. If he went for a Tailwind on the Klefki, then maybe that was a different story. Yeah, man, that was bad. But good game to Mario. I will take the 2-0 win. Hopefully I can play a little bit better going into semifinals, whoever I face there. I believe it's Mid or Jack, who I've both played and beat this season. So it's going to be definitely an interesting game there. But yeah, until next time. Later, guys.